Hey everybody, welcome to Under Review, where we give it to you raw and authentic. You're laughing at me because I'm making silly videos on Instagram, right? Anyway, got your girl Danache in the house, and then I'm here with one of my co-hosts, Jerry in the house. Yes, you're not Jeremy, we all know that, for those who have been watching and following and all of that good stuff. We are just gonna get to it because the Super Bowl is this weekend.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Who do you have winning?
I got the Eagles. I know.
I'm surprised because we all know Jerry was go hard or go home for anybody that wasn't Patrick Mahomes. So
That's true.
okay.
I know.
What happened?
It's
Vegas
the team.
got to you? Oh,
Nah.
okay.
See, Vegas. But
Okay.
see, Vegas has the Eagles, right? Like
I think it's been
3.5
changing. I haven't been keeping up or paying attention, if I'm being honest.
I think that team is just more stacked, and I think that defense. I like that. I like the Eagles' defense more, and I don't think Jalen's gonna need to make the hard throws. I think they're gonna have that run game going.
But what were you just saying about experience, though? Because
Look, that's true. So it's crazy because Patty Mahomes has experience. He's been there.
and won.
He's won, and he's been there. He's lost.
This is what, third time in 5 years?
Yeah. So I think the difference in this case now is I don't think he's gonna be able to kind of do the last ditch effort things to get
Patty?
them. Oh, Patty, yeah.
Okay.
Because that's a difference maker, right? Like if we stack Patty Mahomes and Jalen, of course, right? One first All-Pro, one was the second, right? And there's a reason for that. Nobody will dispute that. But then when you start coming into how the team plays, and the one wild card for the Chiefs is we don't know what the Chiefs can throw out. But I was watching a lot of their game tape, against the Bengals, and the one thing that the Chiefs did that I think the Eagles can really kind of stop is stopping them from getting to the outside. Like they love to kind of get guys in motion and kind of give them free releases. Getting Isaiah Pacheco to the sideline. I remember there's this one play where, if you go back, I think it was like in the third quarter, where Travis Kelce caught a ball like in the seams, and then he kind of was trying to pitch it back to number 24. I'm forgetting his name. He was trying to pitch it to the outside, like lateral it out to the outside. So it's literally like that's their whole game, and trying to get to the outside.
Well, Isaiah Pacheco is going to be, I'm assuming, is going to be an integral part.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be the X factor, yeah.
And then, did they just reactivate Clyde Edwards-Helaire because somebody else is on IR? Andy Reid is saying all 53 of his guys are ready to go. I mean, they're hurt, right? Yeah. They're as healthy as they're going to be, given it's the Super Bowl. But it's going to be a good. It should be. I'm hoping it's a good one. I'm in agreement with you when it comes to the Eagles. The Eagles have been my number one team all season long, and I feel they're the most complete. I think they have, on paper anyway, better roster. I'm with you with experience, okay, but the Eagles kind of have guys that have been there too.
That's true.
The fascinating thing about the Chiefs, though, is all those rookies that they have.
Yeah.
I think they have over 10 rookies. Yeah. They have a lot of rookies. The Chiefs team is young, so they can only get better.
Yeah.
Question for you, though. If the Chiefs win, what does that do for Patrick Mahomes, right? Because we've been doing this since day one.
Yeah.
Remember, I was saying people were comparing him to Aaron Rodgers at first because of the skill set. Then he won. Then it was like Baby Goat, Tom Brady, everybody, right? He wins. Does that catapult him into one of the greats of all time conversation? Does that keep the conversation going? If he loses, is it just like, oh, okay, he lost.
Yeah.
He's been there.
I think when you look at his career, because that's a lot of people are gonna do. There's always like a story, a narrative that quarterbacks kind of have, right? Mm-hmm. And right now his is kind of where Aaron was after he won his first one. The first one. Mm-hmm. You had a good team. You were young at the right time. Your third year, you won, right? You won MVP the year before. The first year, you didn't start, right? So you kind of had that progression of win MVP, now you're winning, and then you've lost. So now it's kind of, okay, you don't have Tyreek Hill no more. You don't have your weapons. You have Travis Kelce. So now it's this, you got to write this narrative, this new story of.
And this year, he's done phenomenal at that.
That's it.
This year,
he's the most passing yards.
What?
So it's like
he's done phenomenal at that.
He's just got to kind of have the storybook ending where I win without my other weapons.
And losing Tyreek,
that
was
key.
Great. I know it may have shocked a lot of people, mm-hmm. but I've always said, and you can pull it up on film or whatever, that's a good look for the organization in the long run. And even out of Patrick Mahomes' own admission, it made him a better quarterback because he was relying so much on the talent around him. Now he's, forced to be more so of the leader. And let's see what you could do. The crazy thing about Patrick Mahomes is he is right now on the trajectory to be one of the all-time greats. If you're looking at his stats and his numbers and what he can do, he nice with it. It might take him a long time. The AFC is only getting better, so it may not be as easy. Or he can be that juggernaut that was like Tom Brady and them. I feel like we're so spoiled, especially me as a Patriots fan. Right? We've seen the same organization within the last 20 years go to the Super Bowl half the time that Tom Brady's like been the quarterback, right? So we think it's so easy. Oh, yeah. But it's not.
I was watching a segment where how many quarterbacks talking about Aaron Rodgers, who never went back. Dan Marino never went back when he went, I think, his second or third year. So many dudes. McNabb went once, lost, never went back.
It's not easy.
Right? Like, so there's so many dudes. So just, I think when you're looking at his, like, I personally think he wins this year, is cements him, right? And now people already kind of
keeps him in the conversation.
In the GOAT talk.
To be honest, like, I know last week we did who's the best, and to clarify, I meant who's the best right now. Now that Tom Brady's retired, you don't know what Aaron Rodgers is doing. Like, out of the young pool of quarterbacks, and it's just fun conversation because to me, all of their careers are too young to really name any of them the best.
Like 2 years, in the next 2 years, so many things can happen where that list can totally change.
You have contracts, you have injuries, you have free agency, you have other teams looking great out of the woodworks. I'm gonna use Jacksonville for example, right? There was one year they were nice, and we thought they were gonna ascend with the Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson. That year they were balling. You had Jalen Ramsey.
Was it Connor Minshew wasn't there?
No. That was.
It was Blake Bortles, right?
Blake Bortles was a quarterback.
Yeah, I think it was
crazy.
Blackbird. Yeah.
And we thought, they only gonna get better. They gonna kill it. And then the next year and a half, it was like, what the hell happened? So many things, coaching, so many things can happen. But I just want to give Andy Reid his flowers.
Oh, yeah.
He, to me, for the longest time, even before Patrick Mahomes, but now with the addition of Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes being his guy, I think it kind of helps cement what I believe for him to already have as like one of the best coaching legacies.
Yeah.
Because let's not forget all he's done in Philadelphia when he had the tenure there.
Yeah.
Andy Reid is nice with it, and the culture. You don't have to have a Bill Belichick type of culture to be successful.
He shows it.
Or a Tom Coughlin culture to be successful, or what is my boy name? Steelers. Mike Tom, like you don't have to, you don't have to have like that type of mindset to be successful. And the formula that they're doing is working for them. And I don't want to discount the Chiefs either, because what they're doing is amazing. We're just so used to it. Like, we're spoiled. Like, it's easy to get there. It's easy to get there.
And it's really
not.
It's really not.
Now I want to talk Jalen Hurts, right?
Okay.
I've been banging with my man since day one. I always thought he had that. You know me. He has that it. People are like, what's that it? Some people just have it.
Yeah.
I always like Jalen. If he wins, you already know the conversations. He's going to be already in some people's minds in that conversation with the next up.
Yeah.
If he isn't already, like how we do Joe Burrow, how we do Josh Allen, what does it mean for him if he wins?
It's got to mean everything for him. Like because it's like these stories that people just play into and they love, because he lost his position. He lost his job at Alabama.
To Tua Tagovailoa, right?
And people really objectively say Tua is just better skill set wise because of his arm.
I don't think so, but okay.
But some people will. But no. I agree with you, but some people will say that because he just got that arm. And Jalen hasn't really shown throughout his career that he can just launch it and just use like an A.J. Brown streaking down the field. But he knows how to win, right? And that's what really matters. And your first year full start, and you were second team All-Pro. You were really, him and Patty Mahomes was MVP talk. Before he got hurt.
Get hurt,
exactly,
he would have took it.
it.
I strongly believe he would have took it.
100%.
I love how people always talk about the story of him getting benched for Tua, but the story continues, right?
Yeah.
What happened the following season? He had to come in when Tua got hurt, right?
Yeah.
He decided to stay instead of transferring. He finished out, he rocked out, and then he left after that. And what did he do in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
So, let's not do that. And it kills me that people do that to Jalen, just like they do to Lamar. Matter of fact, let's talk about this. We're talking a Super Bowl with not one, but two black quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Black History Month, people give it to me.
That's it.
Give it to me.
We need some.
Give it to me. Yo, that is freaking... I don't think we realize how crazy that is. Even though it's like, we in Super Bowl 57, it only took forever, which is insane. But not one, but two. The ironic thing is, though, black coaches still can't get...
That's the next
head coaching jobs consistently and fairly.
Yeah.
It's crazy that
D'Amico got it, but we always get like two guys,
one or two every 5-10 years, right? That's like there's no. They can't get consistent
head
OC jobs because I'm gonna be honest. It seems like the path to getting a head coaching job, you have to be like a OC.
Yeah, or like D'Amico, where you're just coming in there and just changing the defense and changing that culture with the defense. But that's
Texans' job, though. But that's something like I really hope it works for them because the Texans have a culture problem.
You think so?
I know.
You had Deshaun Watson for a while. He good.
Was winning in that 1 year or whatever, but the team was trash. Deshaun Watson is a phenomenal talent with that team, but still, former Texans players will speak about the culture over there. Then you said, my personal opinion, these coaches are taking these jobs where they're set up to fail, especially the last 2-3 years.
So, well, let me ask you this though. So, if I'm him, and I have defensive coordinator, that's my ceiling with a historic franchise. I look at it because 49ers have won a whole bunch, right? They're not getting rid of Kyle Shanahan.
They're not. DeMarco Ryans is tough, though. I think he will make an amazing head coach.
So the Broncos, they're a pretty good franchise. They had John Elway. They got Sean Payton. So, these historic franchises, they're going to not to say always, but most of the time, especially when they're in a situation where their fan base is eager, where their fan base feels like they have more than what they're showing on the field, right? And so you need that coach. Oh, sorry, yeah. So you need that coach, right, to come in and kind of instill confidence to your fan base because he's been a Super Bowl winning coach.
I guess. I mean, listen to me. When Nick Sirianni first got on board, I was the first one to say, "Who the hell is that?"
That's true.
Prove me wrong, loud and wrong. Like, prove me wrong. I mean, I guess I just want it to work for him. Like, I really do. Former player, going back to the team he used to play for. I think he's a phenomenal coach. I hope
it works.
I hope it works.
He got a 6-year deal. Yeah, I know they got rid of Cliff Kingsbury when they extended him.
Oh, but Cliff Kingsbury trash. He trash.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Maybe I don't need to use the word trash. Maybe I need to try a different word. But
yeah, he's an ambitious coach. I don't think he's a player's coach. And when you're in certain,
I don't think he should have got a coaching job in the NFL. But I digress. He's pretty cool though.
Yeah, he is.
But I digress. Okay, it'll work. It should work. Warren Moon, right? I remember watching that black man play quarterback. And it's because of him I really, truly fell in love with the sport. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I would have been a Tennessee Oilers fan if I didn't get brainwashed to love those Patriots. But we're talking Doug Williams, right?
Yep.
First black quarterback, Super Bowl win. Then like 20-something years later, Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Second black quarterback to win. Then you have Patty Mahomes, who won, 2019? 11 black quarterbacks have been to the Super Bowl in 50-something odd years. 3 have won. I can't wait till we get to the point where black quarterbacks are the norm, or female coaches are the norm, or, I mean, the NFL only getting there because of what they're doing on a college level. Because the NFL is copycat league. Like, they do what they do in college. And there's more black quarterbacks in college. But it's just so ironic to me that we have these great black quarterback talents. I don't care. You can name them from Donovan McNabb. You can name from Mike Vick. You can name Cam. You can name Colin Kaepernick. You can even name Trey Lance, right? I ain't going to say he great yet, but we have good quarterback talent. And if their skill set isn't the traditional skill set, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. See, the game's changing, and look at Andy Reid, you know?
Andy Reid always had him a black quarterback.
Bro, word.
Shout out to Andy. He always
had McNabb.
He always
had Vic.
He always had
now
him
you got Patty, and he see him. It fits his scheme.
Never discriminate.
And, you know, I think coaches are going to scrutinize more and more that prototypical quarterback, and I think where we're going, how college football has already been for the past decade already, where read option, RPO, spreading the field, because when you really look at the game initially, when you had the Tom Brady's, a lot of dudes went under the gun, had I formation. They were more of a horizontal game of playing where man-on-man blocking, and you kind of run upfield. And now today, where you have zone schemes where you're always kind of looking to bounce out to get to the sideline, you need athletes to do that. And this is another reason why. And
it doesn't matter if you're white or black. I'm happy you said you need athletes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Josh Allen.
He could do it though.
LamarJackson, I'm not saying they're the same, but very similar style of play, right? Nobody kills, I do, because I'm talking football. But I'm talking about like on the major networks. Nobody kills Josh Allen for being the best runner on the team. Not like they kill Lamar Jackson. Nobody says, oh, Josh Allen is going to get hurt, XYZ, XYZ. But when it comes to Lamar, that is like one of the main.
Lamar has got hurt.
Right, but still, like, is one of the main focal points. Nobody tells Josh Allen.
Because he's bigger.
But nobody tells Josh Allen, hey, you're a quarterback. Maybe you should think about playing running back or wide receiver. Because they definitely told Jalen Hurts, maybe you should think about playing a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like that's so asinine to me. So the NFL still has a long way to go. But let's be very clear. Your black quarterbacks have helped change the game.
Oh, yeah.
You could go way back to 100%. Mike Vick. These kids scrambling out. Who they scrambling because of?
It's Vick. And it's so crazy because he was so scrutinized during his time for being that scrambler, for being that takeoff. They said 99 plays for Jalen Hurts this year was designed QB runs. He's and they're in the Super Bowl. Like,
he's nice.
Imagine telling a 2000. Nice. Like I look at it like Mike Martz, right? He was the coach for the Rams when there was the greatest show on turf. They had Kurt Warner, Torrey Hall. Imagine telling him, who he thought of slinging the ball, throwing it, 40 times a game. Imagine telling him, a quarterback who's gonna have 99 plays throughout the season where design runs, and he's in the Super Bowl.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work. Like, he's gonna tell you crazy. Well, you want Vic? You know what I mean? They ain't gonna win nothing. Now it's crazy. I think it's great. Like, the way the game has gone, and it's only gonna go up from here because more and more college athletes want to be that position, want to be that leader, and the real leader in the locker room is always going to be quarterback. In certain teams, right, you'll get that defensive player that can be that veteran leader.
Right.
But when you're talking about who's going to lead my team into a Super Bowl, who can calm nerves and on the last drive.
But that's what it's about for me. When we're talking quarterback, I love me a quarterback with high IQ. That's what they always say, right? And black quarterbacks weren't considered to be intelligent.
Yeah, that was their whole knock.
That's why they couldn't play even till this day. Again, I'm gonna bring it up. We talking just as recently as LamarJackson and Jalen Hurts. Yeah. That's kind of insulting to tell them. What are you trying to say? Like,
and even really Russell too, when he was coming out, because he was an RPO guy, big with Steve Carroll. That was
in the beginning. They started.
So they started beating him, and it's not until he won is when we got to give Russell a little leeway. He's a winner, So it sucks, but I look at that as there's people who think the traditional game should always be played traditionally. And
do what works for you. Joe Burrow was scrambling, running for his life his first year, right? And then he got hurt, and his ass been staying in that pocket. But I love his decision making. I love his right. I also like Josh Allen's style of play. Like everybody has their own freaking style. And listen, we're not new to this. This has been going on for a while. Like Sandy Stevens, for example. Stevens, I believe his last name. QB. I think he played for Minnesota back in the day, University of Minnesota or something like that. I'm talking going back to the 60s. He takes them to 2 back-to-back Rose Bowl games, right? And then in 61, he gets drafted by the Cleveland Browns. This man is a quarterback. And they made that black man change his position when he gets in the league. So it's crazy. Yeah. So I just keep saying all this and dropping all this history knowledge on you guys because I don't think we're really appreciating the fact that we are living and witnessing history. And it's going to be a good-ass game. Because not only do we have 2 black quarterbacks, but we got 2 badass black quarterbacks in the fucking Super Bowl.
And they got swag, man. I saw the Kelsey brothers. Who's the one?
Travis and oh my gosh, Jason. They so fire.
Yeah, Jason was talking about. Jason's talking about how Jalen be giving him swag. Like,
because if you look at Jason and you look at Trav got all the swag.
Like, it's like the mom definitely like, nah. The second I gotta give Travis this, like, yeah. But Jason's like, and it was funny because he was, and you can tell because they do their podcast together. And you can see how Jason's just kind of like he's just. Man, behind Jalen, it's like, dude, I would never have all this swag. I would never know how to dress like this if it wasn't for Jalen. Like,
and he was going to retire this year.
I know.
They had to beg him not to retire. Imagine Kelsey Brothers Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a good one. I really hope the Eagles win. I'm edging for them. I don't know why. I just want Jalen to get one.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's going to be.
Either way, I'm happy because. Patty wins, he cements himself. It's gonna take one of these other younger quarterbacks to do a lot in these next few years.
And when you have Tom Brady coaching you up, it's like Tom Brady grooming him.
Who?
Patty. I listen to it because I pay attention to like interviews and stuff, and they asked him who does he talk to a lot. He said obviously his dad, and he talks to Peyton a lot. He talks to Tom a lot. So everybody wants to know like what does Tom tell you? And he was just telling like Tom is teaching, like has spoken to him like how to get the best out of your guys, like how to coach your guys up. I mean, for Tom Brady to go to your locker room, wait outside your locker room after an AFC game towards the end of his career, that says a lot. He sees something in you. Yep. And Tom, so I was listening to Bill Belichick tell this story about Tom Brady on the Let's Go podcast. And he was just saying like how Tom makes all the players who have come into his life better. Like, so basically he does a scouting report, like during practices and stuff. So he'll be like, oh, well, Randy has this skill set, or freaking Deion Branch has this skill set, or all the 30,000 players who have come across his path have this skill set. So let's do this to make them better and make us play better. Now guess who's doing that this season? Patty is just like, oh, Juju could do this. This person could do that. So I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't want it to happen because Tom is always going to be my GOAT. But I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty dope. But it's not always easy to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's not always easy to
Especially when you got Sean Payton intact. I tried to sneak that in there. Sean Payton in town gonna make Russell better?
We'll see. I don't know.
I mean, he already let it be clear that Russ can't get his special coach traveling with him. I said, what's going on?
I don't know, Russell, man.
He's still good.
He is.
Don't even start.
He is.
Don't start your mess. Nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing. We uplifting the black man. Nothing. We uplifting the black quarterback. He's good, and he's just going to reset and get better.
Yep.
Brian Flores. What you smiling for? You a hater.
I'm not hating. Look.
This is Black History Month. We're not talking about the black man.
No, we not.
What they don't tell you is that the first snowman
He got the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator job. So you could be happy that he's not coaching Kyler Murray. What does that mean for the Vikings for the next season? Because as talented as their offense is, their defense last year was porous.
He can make a difference.
No, he's going to.
Of course, yeah. Let me rephrase that.
He's going to.
He's going to. But when you got Kirk Cousins, who can probably give you good against a good defense, give you two turnovers a game.
They went deep this year.
Come on. Let's be real. Did anybody really take them serious because Kirk Cousins was at quarterback?
I mean, this year I was shocked. I was pleasantly surprised. But
until they lost to the Giants, then you're like, all right, yeah, this is the Vikings.
So let's take it back, right? I'm trying to remember now. Because we do drag the Vikings.
Yes.
But they've been to the playoffs 3 times in how many years? It feel like ages because they went twice against the Saints. Let's not forget that.
Okay.
And then when that was crazy and we like the first year was the refs and let's not forget that. Kirk Cousins was there, right? No, Sam Bradford. Who the heck was the quarterback?
When they faced the
Saints the first time.
In the NFC?
Yeah.
It was Brett Favre.
Against the Saints? With Drew Brees?
Yes, it was Brett Favre.
With what's his
Kirk Cousins in the Commanders.
Stephon Diggs. Oh my gosh.
Stephon.
The second
not Stephon Diggs.
I'm talking about when they went with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, and they got robbed against the Saints.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You talking about Brett Favre? Goddamn, that's 1995. What you talking about?
It was Kurt. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. Kurt was just there. You're right.
I mean, it wasn't just there, but it was in recent memory there. Okay. Yeah. Then they went again. Then Stephon Diggs said, "You know what? I'm fucking out."
Yeah. Why you think? Yeah, exactly.
Because he wanted the ball more. Just like he wanted the ball more in Buffalo, but I digress. What? I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
So I believed. I didn't believe. I was pleasantly surprised. Yes. I was kind of believed in him. Defense
really?
Trash. Yeah.
They could go to the NFC Championship.
I didn't say all that.
There you go.
I'm just saying I had them number 1 in the conference. I wonder if that's going to happen this year or in their division. I'm not going to say conference, but.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers leaves.
But where is he going?
Hey, I heard him saying like he's going to go to some dark room retreat for the next 10 days and try to figure out what his, was he think it's all cap. You think he just.
I think Aaron Rodgers likes to talk. And it's a process. He has to figure it out. He probably feels some type of way that he's not in the midst of all the conversation because he thinks he's like the end-all, be-all for that organization. And, you know, I did my whole spiel last week on how it's their fault for him being like that. But whatever. He does need to think about where he's going to go if he's going to stay. And the organization and him need to have that conversation. So it is what it is. I think he needs to go.
He needs to go.
Whether he stays, that's their business. But if he goes, where the hell is he going?
That's a good question. That's what he's thinking. Who's going to throw money? Because you're not Tom now.
You weren't Tom forever.
He was never Tom.
Exactly.
So you're not going to get the red carpet as he did. So
it's not just that. I think he's a very good quarterback, but I think he's also at that age and at the point in your career where, again, you need a team that's ready to go. Because Green Bay, their issue for years has been partly their defense, hit or miss. That defense hasn't been like solid in a very long time. They've been good in stretches throughout the season, and then it's just like, okay, where you at?
You have a good defense, you got to win. If you're Aaron Rodgers and you want to be that guy, cemented dynasty.
I've been saying this for years, but everybody think I'm crazy and don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm biased.
People catching up to it now. He was right. They catching up now because people tired of him. They tired of him now.
No, I'm not biased. I just speak the facts. And the fact is, my man only won one. That was making me laugh. He only won one. And for you to be that damn good, you should win more. But then it goes to the point where it's not easy to get there. So we are spoiled by them getting there time and time again. And AFC been kind of weak until like
NFC or AFC?
AFC. Because I'm thinking about like Patrick Mahomes, and that was people's argument when it was Tom Brady and the Patriots, right? That may be people's argument for Patrick Mahomes and them for the past 5 years.
I think that's a little. Who do you think was a definite in the AFC other than the Chiefs
for the past few years and years to come? Well, I would say the Patriots, but we've seen a debacle the last 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. The Bills, you throw the Bills in there. You can never count out either the Ravens or the Steelers, but they haven't been like getting it done the past 2 years. But here you have a new contender in the Bengals coming out.
So I did my
the
research.
The AFC North kind of good though. I ain't gonna lie.
They are.
Because then if the Browns could get it together,
See, T. Higgins, I don't know if you heard, he trying to get a big contract now.
Yeah.
And
because he rookie deal? No?
He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
So
they gotta figure that out.
I don't know if this is true or not, but they were hinting at possibly trading him.
Okay.
Because they got Tyler Boyd.
Okay.
But see, Tyler Boyd, next year, he's done off his extension because they gave him a 4-year, I think, $40 million extension.
Right.
So he's going to be off that. So this is what they should do.
Okay, we got Jerry the GM in the house.
Pay T. Higgins. Tyler Boyd's an afterthought. But what they're going to probably do is because they just got off AFC Championship loss, trade T. Higgins, try to get something for him because he asking for big money. Probably asking for like $100 million.
Okay.
Which, I mean, is he really crazy for that? I don't really think so because another team, he's a solid number 1 wide receiver.
I say you do what you need to do to contend because the AFC is
there you go.
Heavy right now. You have talent. And look at how these teams who are making it to the Super Bowl are moving, right? Eagles, for example.
Yeah.
When they had no business being in that play-in, I call it the play-in tournament for football with the extra those extra games. They had no business going against the Buccaneers that year, right? And they got their ass handed to them. The rebuild was right then and there.
Yeah.
The get better, because we're going somewhere, was right then and there. What did they do? Like, they went for their vets, right? Yeah. They got old boy from the Saints on defense. They got AJ Brown, right? Yeah. They went harder, went home. They picked up Danache and Sue.
Yeah.
Right? And he was an afterthought. Nobody was thinking about him sitting at home. Like, no, let's get a veteran presence. You have to do whatever it takes. Yeah. The Rams, I mean, it exploded in their face a year later, but they did the F-thumb picks, right? You have to do whatever it takes because it's looking like, and it may or may not be the case, but it's looking like in the AFC, the heavy hitters for the next few seasons are going to be maybe the Bengals, depending on how they move.
Yeah, but
right?
still. Bengals.
The Steelers, you can never count them out.
Nope.
Obviously, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Bills.
Yeah.
Let's see what if the Patriots could get back in that conversation now with Bill O'Brien back. I mean, they got the talent. And shout out to Gerard Mayo, who is the official assistant coach for the Patriots and the official defensive coordinator. Big up to that guy. Yeah. He freaking deserves it. And then
he was
you got
talent when he was playing too. So
what? Nice.
Like him and D'Amico.
What?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Defensive mind.
But then you have these teams popping up that can kind of fuck your shit up, right?
Yeah.
Like if the Chargers could get right.
Yeah,
let's see what happens. If Miami could get right. We saw what Miami could do, right? If Miami could get right.
If Tua could stay healthy.
That part. Let's see if Sean Payton could get the damn Broncos right, because the Broncos defense elite.
Yeah.
Hey, do you trade for Michael Thomas and bring him over there to help Russell? Now,
you got Jerry Jeudy.
You have Jerry Jeudy. You have Cortland Sutton. Yeah. You need a running back or two. It depends on how you move, or a tight end. And you could a team don't have to be 30 receivers and this and that. You could make it work.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Russell get those legs moving too. We could make it work. So let's see. I ain't saying nothing about the Raiders because I don't know like. What they doing at quarterback? But the AFC is mixy. It's mixy. So let's see. And Lord knows what the Ravens doing.
No, are they gonna pay Lamar?
I think Lamar out.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh no.
I think so. I think the money ain't.
Where does he go?
I don't know. I don't want him to be out. I want him to pay. I want them to pay him. I also want my man to get a damn agent. I commend him for what he's doing. I really do.
Mom, right?
I really do.
Yeah.
But I feel like because there's no agent attached to whoever's representing him, Like, they looking at you like, what you doing here at the big boy table?
Yeah.
Like, this the money table. This what we talking. And not in a disrespectful way, but in a business.
Yeah. Like, is there somebody here who thinks just business mind, who's not getting too emotional? And,
or who understands the X's and the O's and why you should get paid and take this and take that. But I think I just don't like the way that the Ravens are handling that situation. Yeah. Right? It's going back to like him being injured and them like being radio quiet. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
I get that.
But I think he out.
He out.
I don't know where he going.
Go?
But I think he out. They either need to pay him or he out. And if he ain't out this shit, he gonna be out eventually because the bad blood. That's what I think. I may be the writing's on the wall.
They gotta pay him.
He want at least what Deshaun getting. I don't know if
100%.
it's like he want at least $240. You gotta give him at least $240.
Yeah.
Because there's no offense without him unless they gonna say F it. Like you got Hunter. Oh, I can't. Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
Why was I gonna say Hunter Hanley? I'm like I kept stopping myself. Like that's not right. But you have him, unless you said fuck it and you like, oh, I'm gonna try my luck and draft me another.
Yeah, that's wild.
Another quarterback and blow it up and start it again. What you gonna do? You better do something.
Yeah.
And then when you re-sign Lamar, you better get that man some damn help.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he had a solid receiver in his entire career.
Really?
Who yeah?
Okay. Yeah, going
Hollywood Brown, no. No. And I'm not saying he's bad, but no.
I know. He's a 2. He's a good.
Who has he had? He has not had a number 1.
That's true.
Not a nobody.
He thought Duvernay would be that, but he's not.
Sorry. Maybe next year. Hate to say it. But Super Bowl Sunday, baby. Let us know who you got. I'm going to rock with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm just looking forward to a bomb-ass Super Bowl.
Man, it's going to be a game.
And we got 2 black quarterbacks, so either way we winning.
That's
Whoever wins, winning. Black people are winning everywhere. Guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. Podcast Under Review on Instagram. You can follow me, Ms. Danache, on Instagram. You can follow Jerry. Are you sober enough to remember your handle this time?
Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram. Twitter, whatever you want to tell people.
Damn, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he's sober, guys. And he's sober. You gotta do better.
I know.
We're gonna end it on that note. He has to do better.
Next time, I gotta write it on my hand next time.
He has to do better. That just means he's not on social media. Period. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Later.
Peace.
Yeah.
Old ways, never wife's old days, and they going both ways. Hot nights, cold days. I ain't fucking no strays.